Oh, hi there. Name's Hank Hucklehand. Nice to meet you. I'd shake it if I knew you better. Did you come to my fountain? Have you noticed we're at a fountain? Sirui has sent us a 35mm 1.4 and it's a perplexing release. We gotta talk.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So we're on the Sirui Aurora 35mm 1.4, Nikon Z6 III, of course, perfectly framed. So tall in my shot. Don't stand near the fountain. Okay, we gotta talk, Sirui, because Nikon has a 35mm 1.4 and it's brilliant. It's got 3D pop out the yin-yang. Are we seeing some separation here? Am I in my own scene or is it a green screen effect? Should be pretty good, don't fall in that lake. I don't get it, like, you're a China lens. You're from China. So in order to take people away from a native lens that is amazing with 3D pop, good autofocus, pretty cheap, you have to do one of two things or both of those things. You either have to be so much cheaper, people are like, I'd like the native, but I can't afford that right now. Or you have to be way lighter. So it's like, okay, the native's cool, but who wants to carry that around? I'll take China, thanks. Or both, cheaper and lighter. I love that effect. Are we seeing it right now? No, we're not, actually. You're 100 grams heavier, and I am exposed brilliantly. I pivoted so hard out of my own scene that I couldn't even keep up with my own thoughts. So, 100 grams heavier than an already heavy lens. I, not long ago, made a video, Nikon 35mm 1.4 versus the 40mm Tony 2. What should we get? Because the 40mm is so much lighter and cheaper and basically as good. They both got the pop. And now your debate, wow, I'm clipping hard, aren't I? We stopped it on down to Tony 4. We're gonna test this lens. So like your debate is, should I save like $40? Because that's what we're talking about here. And have a heavier lens that is made in China, probably doesn't autofocus as good. Should have tested this at something not Tony 4. Don't do that right now. I don't know, man, that's a hard sell so far. Just the intro of it, I'm like, wow, that's heavy and same price basically. And by the way, Sirui, thanks for demoting me to fourth wave of release reviews now. Let me just put this into perspective for you guys. A company from China did not want me being the first to review this. They waited for the second copy. Let's get some real reviews out first, and then we'll give it to him. I'm not offended or just disappointed in myself. I'm happy, as you can tell. So you're swimming pretty hard up this one, Sirui. The waves are coming at you. You got Nikon 35, you got the Nikon 40mm Tony 2. Like, okay, let's just see if you have some magic. Let's do a little slow-mo street videography. And we'll go home in the studio, see if this is like, maybe there's an extra magic touch that even the Nikon can't do. Stay safe, kids. There's a lot of ice accidents this time of year, and you don't want to be that guy who dies by an ice storm. Don't do it to yourself. So, was the street stuff magic? We talking magic? Is the autofocus good enough? Did it keep up? Is it doing it now? We're wide open. If there's a hint of magic, we had a glimmer glass on here. I don't mind that. It's Black Pro Mist. This is the worst shot. The joke's over. There's only so many times I can spin around and pretend I'm in a new location. So let's just go back to the studio. We see if that's like the ultimate thing versus my 40mm Tone 2. I have my doubts, but whatever. You're bound to please somebody. Who would want the Nikon Z lens? That would suck. It's lighter and the same money, and you can find it used even cheaper. But this is Sirui, that's high level. Okay, Sirui, I saw what you did outside. It was somewhat acceptable. We have a lot to get to here. So it is heavy, as I've noted, and they lie about how heavy it is. They say 490 grams. With the lens hood, however, 544 grams. It's quite a big expecting lump. I'm also not seeing any pop. It's a 16 element design. A lot of elements there and a lot of ED glass. 2 ED elements and 1 super ED element. So like this is a modern clinical design, and that's what you would expect. It's heavier, bigger, more expensive, whereas the vintage touch. That's why the Nikon's cheaper. Less elements, simpler design, not as much math went into that one. And it's got some pop. This one kind of flat. It also doesn't focus as close as the Nikon 35mm 1.4. So we're on the 40mm Tone 2. Let's switch on over to her. We got some pop in here. Let's pop it up. Boom. We're on it. So like, could you do it at home? You could. You could. I cannot recommend this lens over the native Nikon that is so good. And just a future message to China. You gotta survey the scene and see what's out there, and then you attack. Don't just like, we'll make a lens. Uh-oh, theirs exists, it's better. You can't just go into a jungle and you got like a bottle of water or something and like, oh my God, they have guns. One thing that might annoy you about this lens, I've never actually seen or felt this before, but when you go to put filters on, these little hinges, I think these are designed to keep the lens hood in, but they're so pronounced and sharp that whenever you go on, your fingers end up hitting into that and it's like sharp. You could cut yourself. Now, if I sound harsh in this video, just a little stabby to Sirui, just know that I think it's a glorious image. That water fountain scene, like that was glory. It looks beautiful, amazing lens. It's just for Nikon Z mount, you're trying to compete with a legend and you're heavier and barely less money. So that hurts, but it comes in other mounts. I, for some reason, forgot that. So like if you're an L mount, like holy cow, there's your lens. Amazing, and way better than Penny Boy's 35 1.8. What are you gonna do with that? Nothing. And then like Sony, what, you're gonna go for a G Master or something for way more money? So like, it has its place. It's just, you met your match in the Nikon Z lens, but everything I shot with it looked amazing. It autofocused great. In fact, when I went to sell it this morning, I didn't, what are you even talking about? This is a joke that I'm about to say. But the guy was like, that's light. And I'm like, yeah, totally. There's nothing lighter in the Z system. What, you think I actually sold the lens before the review's even finished? That's ridiculous. I have it. I could get it right now. I'm not gonna waste my time getting it. Fuji GFX, of course. Back to our regular scheduled program. When it comes to the slow-mo street videography, the autofocus was actually quite nice, except in that scene. Wow, sorry miss, sorry to bother you. It was actually quite snappy and pretty much rock solid. I've got better Nikon settings. We got just like a bar across the top of the frame, and now focus limiter is on. Everything's pretty good. I don't know, it's just, it wasn't that magical, and it was very heavy. The wrist control on that one, it was painful. Sometimes it just didn't know what to focus on. I blame Nikon for that, because many times it does not recognize a face, even though my settings should say don't go to the background. It does sometimes, but whatever. Is there anything else I hate about this lens? Apparently it has nicely controlled focus breathing. So like that's a thing. But like your marketing material, it was funny. Vlogger, 490 grams. Let me just correct that with 544. Super compact, perfect for portrait vlogs. Who's vlogging with this thing? It's way too heavy and too tight of a focal length. But maybe, just maybe, there are people who would prefer this better corrected lens, because the Nikon version has flaws. It has character, and not everyone wants that. Like, this probably has no chromatic aberrations whatsoever. It's a cleaner look. Maybe you like it, modern, contemporary art. You could do worse. You could. They're 85 Aurora. That's what I thought we were getting. Like, that was a decent lens, had some pop, maybe, I don't know. Now that I look back, I'm like, maybe not on that one. But it was decent, and I kept it for a long time on the Sony. I was like, this is actually a pretty good lens. And so I figured we'd be getting that, but we're not. We're getting nothing. One thing I will say, Sirui build quality is top notch. Every time I touch one of their lenses, everything just fits really nice, like very nicely designed, except the lens cap. You had the best lens caps in the business. You had these nice pinching things, and now they're much harder to pinch. Why work against yourself? You had it. I was like, Sirui leads the industry in lens cap technology, and it was like the perfect angle to pinch in, and now it's like, no, we no longer have that. So thank you, Sirui, for sending me the lens. I look forward to working together with you again. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you for the Bitcoin technology. Did you like it? It's available down there. Affiliate links for you. Shill douching duties fulfilled. You can subscribe from where I said.